2 long weeks of mutual admiration. He spotted you on the field, used your red coat as a shield. The shutter clicked and then you got put out again. He watched as you took the blame. Time runs out, you're slipping further down the depths of the 6-mile ocean. Tried to fight it, just sunk deeper, caught right up in the soft commotion. Paper crowns are resting near, looking back over the year. Masses of different kinds encircle through your mind. Secretly you lament a ruination. Time runs out, you're slipping further down the depths of the 6-mile ocean. Tied to fight it, just sunk deeper, caught right up in the soft commotion. Right before you called it over, you look back just to be sure. When you began to run, she said there was no one else who could truly sympathize. Thank you. That was called 1986. This next one I'm going to play is called Ghost, also from my first album. This is also on the EP I put out before I put out the album, so it's been around for a long time. It's called Ghost. To be like this. This time I know I will not miss. I feel like I'm on standby. My half glass full is now running bone dry. Can't go back, don't wanna reply. Done this too many times to give this thing a second try. Gestures, they seem like good intent. I'm feeling is pure regret. I'm feeling nauseous just at the thought of this all playing out in such an overdone plot. Wish that I could just be an afterthought. I wanna keep it going, but I have to make it stop. Don't know what I am doing wrong. I know that I don't want you to tag along. message at the tone. I didn't listen for fear of the unknown. We went off to explore somewhere, all the while I was wishing that I wasn't there. Couldn't just tell you that I didn't care, so I just about cut ties everywhere. I know that I'm the one to blame, but I just had no time to explain. I'm here and gone just like a ghost, lost from the ones who cared the most. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, those were two very pretty songs.
Well, thank you.
And so, how long have you been writing and performing live?
So I came out with an EP last August.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like writing. I played piano since I was 8, so I've done like music stuff in the past. You know, I used to play classical, and now I play jazz. But I was like, what if I just try to do pop music? So I did. I put out the EP, and then I put out the album in October, and then I put it on Bandcamp, and Smile Politely recently found it, and they named it their best album of the year for 2018, so I was like, okay, well,
awesome.
people are hearing this.
Yay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, and we are talking to ZZO, and she's here performing here at WEFT, and you're welcome to come down and see it. It's 113 North Market, and see her perform live. And she is performing solo. So now, is your album solo too, then, or do you have some backup musicians?
Yeah, so the album is a solo project, so I like program the drums and the bass and everything all on my keyboard.
Okay, great.
Into, Logic Pro X or whatever. So, but I do have a group of very talented musicians who have been playing with me. We actually have a gig coming up soon on the 25th at the Iron Post. We're opening for a band called Ohm with Mermaid Heaven. So,
okay, good.
Yeah.
So you got a chance to go see her with some backup.
Yes.
But yes, so far I tell everybody here is very much enjoying the performance. And so are you from here locally?
No, I go to school here.
Mm-hmm.
I go to school at the University of Illinois, but I'm from the St. Louis area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And but you're studying music. Then you said jazz, but now you're starting to perform pop more because there's a little bit more of a market for that.
Definitely, yes.
I think most musicians find that.
Yeah.
But well, okay, we'd love to hear some more, and then maybe in a little bit we'll take a break, and you can maybe kind of walk us through your creative process a little bit on a couple of these tunes. So
cool, perfect.
Okay,
Thank you. So this next song is called Steal a Show. This one's actually kind of about me switching over to the jazz department and that whole process. So here it is. Catching on to you, I see right through your plan, and it's not hard to figure out. I see that evil that's my mistake. So go ahead, steal the show. You know everything that I know. Only better. Go ahead, steal the show. You know everything that I know. Only better. You reach the finish line before I even had the chance to see what's at the start. So go ahead, steal the show. You know everything that I know. Only better. Go ahead, steal the show. You know everything that I know. Only better. Seems like I'll be just the opening act. I've got this part of me that's ready to attack. Go ahead, steal the show. You know everything that I know. Only better. Go ahead, steal the show. You know everything that I know. Only better. Thank you. That one was called Steal the Show. Next, I'm actually going to do a cover by Phoebe Bridgers called Motion Sickness. I hate you for what you did, and I miss you like a little kid. I faked it every time, but that's alright. I can hardly feel anything, I hardly feel anything at all. You gave me $1,500 to see your hypnotherapist. I only went one time, you let it slide. Fell on hard times a year ago, was hoping you would let it go, and you did. I have emotional motion sickness. Somebody roll the windows down. There are no words in the English language. I could scream to drown you out. I'm on on the outside looking through. You're throwing rocks around you, and while you're bleeding on your back in the glass, I'll be glad that I made it out, and sorry that it all went down like it did. I have emotional motion sickness. Somebody roll the windows down. There are no words in the English language. I could scream to drown you out. And why do you sing with an English accent? I guess it's too late to change it now. You know I'm never gonna let you have it, but I will try to drown you out. You said when you met me you were bored. You said when you met me you were bored, and you were in a band when I was born. I have emotional motion sickness. I try to stay clean, you live without it. And I wanna know what would happen if I surrender to the sound. Surrender to the sound. Thank you. That was Motion Sickness by Phoebe Bridgers, a little cover. Do you want me to do another one?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll do another one. So this one is called Double Life, also from my first album. Shameless self-plug again. Telling Other People's Stories by ZZO. It's on all the streaming services and on Bandcamp if you want to buy it. That would be great because I'm broke. Yeah, here it is, Double Life. I'm sitting out staring outside of your house, thinking about the first time that we met. I know, I just keep telling myself, don't stay too long or you'll do something you'll regret. Sometimes I feel like I lead a double life. One is with you and the other's with me. Sometimes I feel like I don't care about this life. What's the point if I can't get nothing for free? I set the table and look over at the door. I'll wait for you, but the absence, it tells it all. I know that you're not coming back no more. My optimism's gonna chase me until I fall. I fall. Sometimes I feel like double life. One is with you and the other's with me. Sometimes I feel like I don't care about this life. What's the point if I can't get nothing for free? I'm sitting out staring outside of your house. Don't stay too long or you'll do something you'll regret. I'm sitting out staring outside of your house. Don't stay too long or you'll do something you'll regret. Sitting out staring outside of your house. Don't stay too long, you'll do something you'll regret. Sometimes I feel like I lead a double life. One is with you and the other's with me. Sometimes I feel like I don't care about this life. What's the point if I can't get nothing for free? Thank you.
All right, you are listening to WEFT 90.1, and this is WEFT Sessions, and tonight our guest is ZZO, and she's performing solo here tonight, but she does have a gig coming up. Do you have a name for the band that you're going to be playing with?
It's just me with a band.
With a band.
Yeah.
Okay, so ZZO is going to be with a band, and that's going to be the 25th at the Iron Post, and you're opening for Ohm?
Yes.
Is that, okay,
Yep.
so I get a chance to see her live, and we do have more music coming up. But you've said now. So when did you first start writing? I mean, you're not very old. You can't see her unless you're watching, but she's obviously pretty young in school, and she's got quite a few songs in her under her belt or whatever. So I'm just curious. You said you started recording last year. Is that about the same time you started writing, or?
Yeah.
Wow,
So I mean, I'm taking like a jazz composition class this year, but before that, I was like, I guess I did write a little bit of classical, but mostly I was just like thinking about chords that I liked and what I liked that fit together. So I was like, well, I could ask someone to write for me, or I could just write my own stuff. So I decided to write my own stuff. But this first album was just about, I mean, it's called Telling Other People's Stories, so it's pretty much like stuff that I've gotten from other people, or like TV shows and stuff. So I took a lot of inspiration from that. So I guess like I started writing when I started watching like a lot of cool shows and stuff like that, because I was like, well, now I'm inspired because I have some cool stories to write about. So
yeah, as well, and that's I guess the disadvantage when you're young. You have to grab from other people's experiences, but that's okay.
I'm only 20, so
whatever
I have
takes
a lot of stuff that I've
takes
done.
the creative process to go. It's fine. Okay, so you have some more music for us, and what are we going to hear next?
So I have the rest of them. Well, no, I have two. Let me see. Yeah, I have two songs that I wrote. These are both new ones that are not released yet. So
you're going to hear it right here, folks.
Yeah.
Now tonight. Okay, and what are these songs about? What inspired them?
So the ones that I've done, or the ones that are coming?
The
up?
ones that are coming up. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I mean, we can talk too about some of the songs that you did before too.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So the next one is called "It's Getting Too Crowded in Here," and I actually debuted it at Granite Art Museum for their Art Remastered event. For anybody listening who doesn't know what that is, it's like you go to Granite Art Museum and the artists pick a piece of art and they write a song about it, and then they have one night where everybody performs in front of their art. So I chose this like charcoal drawing by Nancy Hild, and it's like it's a self-portrait, but it's like 6 of her talking to each other and like smoking cigarettes. So I was like, well, I read the little description next to it, and it said that you could take like a philosophical approach to it. So I was like, okay, well, what can I do with this? So I took that and ran with it, and I was thinking like, that's kind of, I feel like that's what my head looks like when I'm stressed out or when I'm like thinking too much about something. There's like 6 of me in there just talking to each other. So the piece was actually called It's Getting Too Crowded in Here. So I named it It's Getting Too Crowded in Here, which is like wildly original, I know. But yeah, so I took that approach to it.
I'm talking about in your head, though, in your own head, so
Yes.
that's a little different than maybe most people are thinking. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm Joyce, and I'm guest hosting for tonight for Todd, who is taking a little break. And this is, again, WEFT 90.1 Champaign, and this is being streamed live as well as on the air. And the video will be available on the WEFT website. And I know you get a recording afterwards, too, for your own records, which is really nice. One of the many benefits that the guys here at the station. It's a good time for us to thank our technical staff, Mike Feldman, Charlie Snell, and Jason Liggett, who help bring the sound here and the videos that we get to see. So, yay for them.
Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. They're very, very, very good at what they do, and we really appreciate all the hard work they do every week bringing that to you. I'm not here that often. Like I said, usually it's Todd, but these guys are here all the time doing this, so we do appreciate it. Okay, back to ZZO and some more music.
Cool. Again, this one is called It's Getting Too Crowded in Here. Arbitrary numbers in my head tell me how to act on a daily basis. Voices yelling, shouting in my bed make it hard to sleep, saying entertain us. It's getting way too crowded in here. I cannot bear what I'm beginning to hear. Bad influences on me all the time. I think I'm starting to lose my mind. Thinking 6 times over if I'm fine, and a 7th time, and an 8th for good measure. Trying to lead a consistent life, staring at myself in a 2-way mirror. It's getting way too crowded in here. I cannot bear what I'm beginning to hear. Deadlines approaching in a constant tide. I think I'm running out of time. I'm trying to tell myself that everything will be alright, but all of these voices keep telling me that nothing can go right. I'm starting to realize that I can get myself out of my head. It's getting way too crowded in here. I cannot bear what I'm beginning to hear. It ends the same way every time. I know I'm gonna be just fine. Just fine. Thank you. So again, that one was called It's Getting Too Crowded in Here. The next one I have is a cover of a song by the Japanese House. It's called Saw You in a Dream. I saw you in a dream, you would stay the same. You were beckoning me, said that I hadn't changed. Trying to keep my eyes closed, want you so bad. Then I awoke and it was so sad. Haven't talked to you in months, and I thought that I might cry, but I'm not that kind of girl. I saw you in a dream, you came to me, you were the sweetest apparition, such a pretty vision. There was no reason, no explanation, a perfect hallucination. All good things come to an end, but I thought that this might last. But you came and left so fast. And when I'm having technical difficulties. And when I'm awake, I can't switch off. It isn't the same, but it is enough. It isn't the same, but it is enough. I saw you in a dream, then it came to an end. I wonder if you'll come and visit me again. You take your time to reappear. I'm starting to believe that when I call your name, you just don't hear me anymore. And I know that I shouldn't even try. It's a waste of time. And when I'm awake, I can't switch off. It isn't the same, but it is enough. It isn't the same, but it is enough. And when I'm awake, I can't switch switch off. It isn't the same, but it is enough. It isn't the same, but it is enough. Thank you. I have one more.
Have one more.
Yes.
Well, we should probably talk, or maybe you could even do one of your earlier ones again.
Yeah.
We usually like to
Of course.
have. Anyway, so what is the last new song that you'll do for us?
So the last one's called Brothers. It's unreleased. Yeah, I'm working on my second album right now, so this will go on there. The one I played earlier, It's Getting Too Crowded in Here, will also go on there. Yeah, I'm taking a little bit of a different approach for this one, because the first one was called Telling Other People's Stories, obviously, so I was telling other people's stories, obviously. But this one's a little more personal. So yeah, I'm trying to like think about experiences that I've had and write about those instead. So.
Well,
Yeah.
that's good. And so you have some brothers.
No.
No,
I don't.
Maybe you wish you had some brothers. I don't know. I had two
We'll
brothers,
see.
so it had mixed blessings. But
Yeah.
Your first album, you said, got very well received on Smile Politely. It was named.
Yeah, it was number one on their 2018 local albums list. So.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. You have to
Yeah.
check that out. And you're going to be playing on the 25th at the Iron Post.
Yeah.
With some other musicians, and
Yes.
and that's for another band, Ohm, that's
Yes.
playing. You're going to be opening for them.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's me and Mermaid Heaven, who's also a local act, opening up for
Okay. So
Yeah.
there's going to be, sounds like there's a lot of good music that night. Okay. So give you a little bit.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned that you do some of your performance with pre-produced tracks. Are those like inside your keyboard?
No.
Or it takes additional equipment to do that?
Yeah, so I have a band that I play with live. We just started performing, actually, but yeah, so for a while I was like doing it on my own just because I was like, I don't know how I'm going to find people to do this, but I looked in the jazz department, of course. I'm a jazz major here at the U of I, so I got some of my friends together, and we have started playing. So we played on WPGU, actually, a couple weeks ago for their Loudon Local Spotlight. So yeah, that was our little debut as a band. We're going to play on the 25th again. And yeah, that's all I know of right now, but yeah.
Okay. So I guess we're going to hear Brothers. And then I don't know if you want to, we've got another 20 minutes or so. So if you want to just kind of play a medley of some of the songs that you've already played. And
Sure,
we'll talk
yeah.
one more time before the top of the hour. And
Okay.
Okay. ZZO, everybody.
So this next one's called Brothers. I wait for you on the sidewalk. You never seem fun like you used to. We used to bike around the park, acting like nobody cared. Now you say you don't know what you wanna do. We gave each other different names for speaking in front of our parents. We knew we'd never be the same after exchanging our secrets, but we knew it was the right thing to do. There's no need to be nervous. We've got the whole entire summer before us. The last couple ones were a lot of fun, but they're more like brothers. sat in darkness at midnight, talking about all our past lives. You've never been with somebody like you. You told me all you were thinking, finding your motive forbidden, knowing we're playing on the same team. There's no need to be nervous. We've got the whole entire summer before us. The last couple ones were a lot of fun, but they're more like brothers to us. There's no need to be nervous. We've got the whole entire summer before us. The last couple ones were a lot of fun, but they're more like brothers to us. Thank you. So I'm actually going to play the song that I started out with in this set. It's from my first album. It's the actual opening track of the first album. It's called 1986. Lying with your head drawn close, looking at the sunken boats, the pebbles in your eyes, a consolation prize for 2 long weeks of mutual admiration. He spotted you on the field, used your red coat as a shield. The shutter clicked and then you got put out again. She watched as you took the blame. Time runs out, you're slipping further down the depths of the 6-mile ocean. Tried to fight it, just sunk deeper, caught right up in the soft commotion. Paper crowns are resting near, looking back over the year. Masses of different kinds encircle through your mind. Secretly you lament a ruination. Time runs out, you're slipping further down the depths of the 6-mile ocean. Tried to fight it, just sunk deeper, caught right up in the soft commotion. check just to be sure. When you began to run, she said there was no one else who could truly sympathize. Thank you.
I really like that song. So I have to ask though, 1986. That where does the name come from? Because it threw me a little bit.
Yeah, so I wrote that song about a movie called Submarine. It's like, I know that Alex Turner of the Arctic Monkeys did their the soundtrack for it, but it's like not the bombastic rock that you usually hear from that from that band. It's like acoustic type of thing. So I wanted to make this song kind of like, not acoustic, but I wanted to make it a little bit more chill than my other songs. So yeah, I decided to write about that movie. And it actually takes place in 1986, so that was where the name came from.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where the tie-in is.
Yeah,
because-
yeah.
Well, there's usually a tie-in, so
Yeah,
I
of
did want to
course.
ask. Okay, do you have one more song that you could maybe play again for us or play for us before? Okay.
Yeah, I'll do.
we got time for, well, we may have time for two more, actually. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll do,
Play us right out till 11 o'clock.
Yeah, of course. So I'll do Steal the Show.
Okay.
This is another one of my favorites.
Great.
I play it pretty much at every show I do. So,
Awesome.
yeah. Oh, shameless self-plug. I actually did a podcast about this song. The Champaign is also a band podcast. Sven Johnson interviewed me for it. He's a wonderful person. I highly recommend you listen to the podcast if you want to learn about the song, or if you want to like hear me talk about nerdy musical things with Sven.
And where can the people find that again?
Spotify, iTunes.
Spotify, okay.
Yeah, pretty much anywhere.
Okay, great.
Cool.
And her album that is out right now is Telling Other People's Story. This is ZZO.
Thank you. I'm catching on to you. I see right through your plan, and it's not hard to figure out. I see that evil glance. You hopped on every opportunity I didn't take. That's my mistake. So go ahead, steal the show. You know everything that I know. Only better. Go ahead, steal the show. You know everything that I know. Only better. You reach the So go ahead, steal the show. You know everything that I know. Only better. Go ahead, steal the show. You know everything that I know. Only better. Seems like I'll be just the opening act. I've got this part of me that's ready to attack. Go ahead, steal the show. You know everything that I know. Only better. Go ahead, steal the show. You know everything that I know. Only better. Thank you.
Okay, we have time for one more, and I just want to take the time to thank again our technical guys here, Charlie and Mike and Jason and ZZO for being here. And we've got one more song before the hour's up. So back to ZZO.
All right. I'm going to play a new one again. It's called It's Getting Too Crowded in Here. I mentioned it earlier. I debuted this at Krannert Art Museum for their Art Remastered event. I got to write this about a piece of art. So here it is. It's getting too crowded in here. Arbitrary numbers in my head tell me how to act on a daily basis. Voices yelling, shouting in my bed make it hard to sleep, saying entertain us. It's getting way too crowded in here. I cannot bear what I'm beginning to hear. Mad influences on me all the time. I think I'm starting to lose my mind. My mind. Thinking 6 times over if I'm fine, and a 7th time, and an 8th for good measure. Trying to lead a consistent life, staring at myself in a two-way mirror. It's getting way too crowded in here. I cannot bear what I'm beginning to hear. Deadlines approaching in a constant tide. I think I'm running out of time. I'm trying to tell myself that everything will be alright, but all of these voices keep telling me that nothing can go right. I'm starting to realize that I can get myself out of my head. It's getting way too crowded in here. I cannot bear what I'm beginning to hear. It ends the same way every time. I know I'm gonna be just fine. Just fine. Thank you.